Hi, beautiful. So today I want to tell the story of how I manifested this apartment that I'm in. So let's just jump right into it. Let's rewind back to 2022, really 2021, 2022. I was in my first apartment and I low-key manifested that too, but I really didn't know much about manifestation back then or just anything that I'm doing now. I didn't really know much about. So rewind back to then, I'm there and I've been there for 3 years. But the last couple of months that I've been there was, I don't know. I just felt like it was coming to an end. I felt like I was in a not very good place financially, but I was also learning about manifestation. I was learning about healing my relationship with money. I was learning about everything that I've learned to get to where I am now financially and spiritually. I was in a period of isolation in that apartment. I was a new mom in that apartment. I was learning a lot about myself. I literally started my awareness on my spiritual journey in that apartment. So yeah, I was late on my rent a lot of times. I was behind on my rent a lot of times. I just said that. I had to, his rental assistance, they paid my rent for a couple of months, like back pay, and they paid it, I think, for 3 months in advance. I didn't have a job. I was staying at home with my mom, but I was literally building everything that I have now. Like I was building Sunshine Reigns. If you don't know, that's the name I started out with on this journey. That name kind of allowed me to be who I am, to present myself on the internet, to sing on the internet, to rap, to talk on the internet, because I didn't even want to be on the internet anymore. But Sunshine Reigns allowed me there to be here. So I was doing things to get to where I am today. I had a very cool landlord. It wasn't owned by a company, thankfully. His first time being a landlord. I was his first tenant. Shout out to Joseph. Yeah, it was a lot in that little apartment, honey. But basically I was behind on rent and something was telling me, this was, I'm gonna say September 2022. Something was telling me, move. Like, you're about to move. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to move to a new place. I'm about to get a house or something, honey. I'm about to be in a new space on my own, right? No idea where I'm moving to. Also told me, don't tell anybody. So I didn't tell anybody that I was moving. Um, Literally, I told my landlord, and then I told my best friend. I didn't tell anybody else. And I'm thinking something's gonna come through because I got this job offer for a voiceover and it was a couple $1,000s. So I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be the money to get me to where I need to be. This is gonna be the money to get me into my new place. So I'm not worried. I think that was my biggest, to that date, that was my biggest test of faith, to see if I was really just going to trust in what I was hearing, trust in my intuition, trust that everything will work out. So I'm packing up, haven't told anybody. The day comes where I tell my landlord, okay, give me to this date to move out. The day comes, I still don't have anywhere to go. So I'm like, okay, I'm packing up. Still don't know where I'm going, but I'm packing, honey. I had no idea where I'm going. And so I'm just like, call your mom. So I'm like, hey, mom. So I'm moving, and basically I needed somewhere to go. And she's like, when are you moving? I'm like, today. So I call my mom literally like an hour before I pull up to her spot, moving back on to home. And it wasn't discouraging, but I was just a little confused of like why am I back here? Why am I back at my mom's? Why, after living on my own for 3 years? I haven't lived with my mom even before the 3 years when I got my apartment. I was living with my mom. Like, I lived with my grandma. I lived in another state for some time. College, I haven't really lived with my mom since I moved out for college, and that was back in 2015. So 2015 to 2022, that's a whole 7 years. I'm like, why am I moving back in with my mom? Like, why am I on a couch? Why am I in the living room? What is going on? But throughout that time, I genuinely appreciate it because I got closer with my mom. I got closer with my sisters. I was able to be there when my sister had her daughter. I was closer to my family, and coming from that period of isolation, living by myself, not having to I didn't have to talk to anybody if I didn't want to all day. I had to build communication skills moving back in with my family. I had to see them every day. I had to be around people. I had to connect. I had to communicate. It was a whole different life, but it was something that I needed. I needed to work on that. So this whole time, even when I'm still living in my apartment, I'm manifesting a new place. I'm scripting. I literally recorded a affirmation tape of all the affirmations that I wanted in my new home. Like, it has 4 bedrooms, it has perfect kitchen. I made a vision board with everything that I wanted in my new home. I'm telling people, yeah, I have a house. I remember my friend came down to visit me one time, and I was telling her, girl, I'm moving. Like, I'm speaking it into existence, but there's nothing around me that's like, yeah, bank account is in the negatives. I remember at one point they closed my bank account because it was in negatives for so long. I was doing little jobs here and there. Like, had a Depop shop. I didn't know that happened. You applied for the voiceover gig thing. I didn't know that. Oh yeah. And it never came through. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I had a Depop shop to get me some money. I was on Wix. And I tell you, I used to go in that store and literally get everything off Wix. Literally had to pay nothing, making sure that I got my fruits, I got my rice, I got my beans, I got my vegetables, I got my juices, making sure I'm getting every single thing. I used to have to go to the food shelter. You know those little boxes that they have on the side of the road sometimes, like at churches and parks and stuff, where people can put food in there and people can take food out. I used to get food from there. Noodles, rice and beans, and then I was vegan, so it really helped me then because I didn't really have to spend money to buy meat. I didn't have to really buy a lot of meat. Just beans, vegetables, rice, those type of things. So it kind of worked out that I was vegan. But money, when I tell you money was, I was rebuilding my relationship with money. I literally was forced to rebuild my relationship with money. And yeah, I couldn't pay my rent. I was behind, so I moved in with my mom. I already said that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm living with my mom. I'm rebuilding my connections with my mom, with my sisters, with my family. I'm closer to them now because I was like 40 minutes away from my family when I was living by myself. So I didn't even want to go back here. I'm still here in my hometown. I didn't want to come back here. I would never move back here. But here I am. But anywho, so this whole time I'm still manifesting. I'm still scripting. I'm still listening to my affirmation tape. I'm still looking at my vision boards. I'm still getting ready. I'm still preparing for the move. Even when I was living with my mom, I still had all my things pretty much packed up. Like, most of my stuff was in the shed. All my stuff was in totes or boxes. My clothes were still in a duffel bag. I was living out of a duffel bag pretty much. And then I had some clothes hanging up, but I could easily do the little trash bag trick and get all my clothes. I was still in the headspace of I'm moving soon. I'm not unpacking here because at any moment I could move. And although it took me over a year to do so, September 2022, I got there. And then I was there the whole 2023. And then 2024, this year in February, I finally moved. And I didn't even have the means to move until November of 2023. That's when I really started making money from doing what I love and just being me. That's when I really started bringing the money. I was making little checks here and there. I even went to Charleston for a little bit. And then I went back to my mom's house. But I was making little money here and there. I still didn't finish that thought. Doing Depop, I would do readings for people. I would do custom outfits. Sometimes, not really a lot. But I did custom outfits. I made a dress one time, a Sweet 16 dress for somebody. I would do little things. I really had to bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? I was really forced to bet on myself. I haven't worked a corporate job since October of 2020. That's when I quit. And I've been betting on myself and building what I have now. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that to everybody. If that's your journey, then that's your journey. But it's not everybody's journey. Everybody is not able to just quit their job and still be able to make ends meet, barely. But I was making them ends meet, baby. I was, you know, using all my force to put them ends together, but baby, they was me. So I wrote everything that I wanted. And I really was set on a house. I was set on a house so bad. I don't know why I wanted a house so bad, but I still want a house. I still think I'm getting my house soon. This isn't the final manifestation of my house because I'm in an apartment now. When I would talk about it, I kept saying apartment. I kept hearing apartment. And I'm thinking, okay, I give in. Fine, I'll look at apartments. I wasn't even looking at apartments on Zillow or Trulia. I wasn't even looking at apartments. No, because I didn't want that. But it's not always about what you want sometimes. It's about what you need. And I know my house is coming. So when that comes, I'll be back with another success story of how I manifested that. But so let's get down to the nitty gritty. I toured this apartment back in December. I toured this apartment back in December of 2023. My first big chunk of money that I got came from songwriting, and I got that, and I was like, okay, bet, I'm moving. Like, I got the funds. They see I got the funds. They see I'm, but they were like, nah, we need another deposit. We can't move you in until we see that this money is consistent. So I'm like, okay, I get it. So I'm a little frustrated, but I'm like, it's okay. I know divine timing. This whole time I'm working on my relationship and my, I want to say commitment to just believing that everything is on divine timing. So I'm like, I really want to move. I really want to be in my own space. I really want to, have my daughter have her own room because, and not this whole time, I got pregnant in May of 2023. So I'm pregnant. I'm sleeping on the couch. And then a whole shebang happened. So we ended up selling the couch. Child, we thought we was about to move out of there. That's a whole nother story. So after the couch, I'm sleeping on an air mattress. After the air mattress, I'm sleeping on the futon. Whole time I'm pregnant. Me and my 3-year-old, now 4-year-old. I'm pregnant and I'm sleeping on a futon, but I'm still trusting. I'm still knowing that my place is coming. I'm not giving up, because if I give up, then where I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be stuck on a futon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still believing. I'm still trusting. I'm still manifesting. I'm still looking at my vision boards on my things. So December goes, Christmas goes by, really giftmas, because that's the only reason I really celebrate Christmas, honestly, to give gifts. I just love giving gifts. But anywho, January comes. February comes. I get paid again in February, like a large chunk of change. I get paid again, and I'm applying. So this place that I'm in currently, I'm like, I don't know. It's between this place and another place, and I'm like, okay. I toured this place in December, and I took a video of this place. I went to tour the other place. I didn't take a video, but I really liked it just simply because my best friend stayed over there. So I'm like, it'll be convenient. I can be here. It was a cool apartment, but it was on the second floor. I did like the balcony a little bit more because it was a little longer than this patio that I currently have. But this place is just overall better. I'm not even gonna lie. Even my best friend said that when she came here. She was like, oh, yeah, I'm glad you moved here. I really like this. Like, she want to move out here. It's so great. So you sliding, mama. What you doing? Hey, pretty girl. So, it's between this place and this place, and this is in February. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to move. I applied for both places, and this place approved. Well, they approved me, and they were just waiting for me to basically confirm it and sign it. But I'm like holding off because I'm waiting for the other place to approve me. So I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. They approved me. The other place approved me, right? And then they called me back literally like 30 minutes later, and they're like, actually, you're not approved because I didn't have proper rental history, because like I was telling you, my first apartment, it was a private landlord. So even though I put him down as a reference and they talked to him or whatever, and he filled out the little thing, and they told me to do my mom too, since I was living with her, it wasn't like that could have just been anybody, you know. So I understood why they denied me, but I was a little upset. But at the same time, it wasn't for me to move there. Like, I love this place. I love this place. And it was everything that I asked for. Not everything that I asked for. I'm lying. Because a lot of things I think I asked for is in my house that's coming. But, so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not moving there. And if I got approved there, I would have moved there. So I'm glad I got denied. Because I really, really love it here. So it's perfect. It's on the first floor. My back patio is covered in, so it's private. So if I'm sitting down, nobody can see me. It's in the perfect location. It's right across the parking lot from the pool, from the mailbox. The maintenance is on it. Like, my best friend, the other place I was trying to move to, she was like, maintenance is not what it is. They don't come out fast enough. If I put in a request, they're coming in the next day or that same day if I put it in early enough before they get off. The maintenance, they're cool. You know, we talk. It's a vibe. The person in the office is cool. The leasing agent. Even my mom knows the property manager here. So it's so perfect. The ceilings are high. My room is perfect. Beautiful windows. So much sunlight. My neighbors are perfect. Everything is perfect. And it's like close to everything, but it's also ducked off. So if I'm home, it doesn't seem like I'm right next to the main road. Like, I'm right next to traffic because it's so ducked off. It's perfect. I can literally, there's a path in my neighborhood that I just discovered like 3 weeks ago maybe, that goes to a river. Like, I can literally walk to the river. I can go fishing. I can go sit out there. There's a playground out here, a soccer court out here. They just had a pool party for Memorial Day. They give out flowers. They do events. They even have a after school center across the parking lot that my daughter can go to. She went to a couple times. It's just perfect here. And I literally, even before they approved me, I was packing. I got rid of a lot of stuff. I just got rid of it. I didn't even try to sell it. I just got rid of it because you really have to get rid of things in order to make room for new things. So I got rid of a bunch of things. I knew even when I moved out of my first apartment, I didn't keep much. I didn't keep much at all. I gave away my bed. I gave away I didn't even sell anything. I just gave away my dresser, gave away my couch, gave away my futon, gave away my TV. Honey, I gave everything away. Because I knew when I moved into this new space, I would be able to afford new things. And guess what? I was able to afford new things. I got a beautiful bed. I went from sleeping on a futon to sleeping on a king size bed. You know what I'm saying? And it was just beautiful. Like, I didn't even know where I was moving or when I was moving. I knew I was moving. I had my things packed up. I'm like, I'm moving, y'all. They're like, oh, you got the apartment? No, but I'm moving. I know I'm moving. I just had faith, and I had to keep that faith. And it was a beautiful journey moving here. Like, I remember, that's your mama. I remember going to go get the money for the deposit. Deposit and the first month's rent. I remember it was just a beautiful journey. And if you watch my documentary, This Is My Journey, I think it was it might have been episode 1 or episode 2, but I just got a new apartment and it's been so fun. So yeah, there was a lot of techniques I did to manifest this place. And I know it's not my final destination because there are some things that I had on my list that I wanted in a home that aren't here. But it's perfect for now. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect for now. Yeah, mama. And I'm very grateful that I'm here. Yeah, so there was a lot of things I did to manifest it. And if you want to learn some of the techniques that I did, I have the ebook, How to Manifest Everything You Desire 101, and you can go and check it out. It's only a couple dollars. But yeah, I'm very happy. I love my place. I love being home. I love coming home. I love even the process of decorating it, and you can see that a lot in my documentary too. You can see it coming together. But yeah, that was the success story of how I manifested my apartments. I'm so happy. I literally went from, it's been a journey, but I'm here, and I'm excited to share more success stories because I have a lot of them, and I just haven't been sharing them. Like, especially if you were here with me, well, not here, on TikTok with me, because that's where I started off at. You seen my growth. You've seen me overcome a lot, but you haven't seen a lot of the things that I've manifested, or a lot of my life. You just really haven't seen a lot of my personal life, or just what I'm doing, just a lot of my mantras and my music, my art. But YouTube, this is where we share a lot of more intimate things, and just build a community. But if you're trying to manifest your apartment, or your home, I know you're gonna get it. Just keep on, take inspired action, write out everything that you want, visualize, and know that it's coming. You gotta believe it. You gotta feel it. Like, I used to get so excited about moving. Like, even I took that, like, oh my gosh, I'm still here. Like, I'm still waking up on the couch. Like, I took that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be sleeping on the couch no more. Like, I'm gonna be in my own space. I'm going to be in my own room. I'm gonna wake up in my room. Like, and I used to tell myself, these are my last days in here. I would say that often. These are my last days. I'm about to be in my apartment. I'm about to be in my own space. Yeah, mama. And then my daughter, she literally was past due. She allowed me to get most of the things I needed for the place, get everything together before she came. It was just so perfect how everything fell into place. And I'm just so grateful. I'm excited to share more of the things that I manifest, and I'm excited to inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Excited to share this knowledge, this wisdom with you, and see what you manifest. So yeah, that's it for this success story. I'm here now. That house is coming. But yeah, I love you, and I'll call you back. I'm back. Yes, honey.